Hi, in the previous video we looked at how to set up WhatsApp, Google and Telegram credentials. If you missed those videos, please watch and come back to this video because today we are doing an automation which includes Google and Telegram credentials. I'm not going to show you the credential setup again. So if you want to follow along with today's automation, you have to be ready with your credentials, and once you set up those credentials you can use the same credentials for your practice automation. So be ready with your credentials and follow along with me, then it will be easy for you. Okay, today we are doing an automation. We named it as email summarizer. Let's say you're a content creator and you will get a lot of emails every day, and along with your collaboration requests and promotional emails, but you will take around 20 to 25 minutes every day in the morning to figure out which ones are valid collaboration requests, and you will take some time to reply to them. So today we are solving that problem. What we'll do is, our automation starts every day at 8 a.m. in the morning, and it will get all the latest unread emails from your inbox. And if it is a collaboration email, then it goes to the true node. If it is not a collaboration email, then it goes to the false node and stops the automation. So if it is a collaboration email, we'll set a keyword, some keywords which we'll fetch from the subject, and it summarizes the whole email into, like, it gets all the key information from that email and summarizes into bullet points which will be easy to read for us. Now after summarizing, then it will draft a final message along with all the details from the sender and subject and everything from the email, and it will send as a message in our Telegram. So we'll receive a message something like this. We'll get all the details from the sender, and also we'll get the date and time of when the email received, and we'll get the subject and the whole summary of the email. If you think it is a valid email, then you can just click here and you can reply back to them. We can also add a node here and we can reply back to them automatically as soon as we get a collaboration request, but that is going to be a complex automation. I don't want to do this automation as a complex one. I want it to be simple. So just we are getting the latest unread email, and if it is a collaboration email, we'll summarize and sends it to our Telegram. So this way we don't have to go to our email every day in the morning. So just we can go through our Telegram and we can read all the summaries in bullet points, and if you find it is useful, then you can reply back to them, or else you can just ignore. So this automation might not be super practical, but it saves some time. Now let's go to our N8N and do this automation. Okay, now we are in our N8N. Just create a new workflow. Let's name it as email agent. And now we have to add on a schedule trigger because we want our automation to run every day 8 a.m. in the morning. So the trigger interval will be the days. So it should run every single day and the time will be 8 a.m. And now we'll execute the step. Now we'll add the Gmail node. We'll select get many messages to get all the latest unread emails. So you have to set your credentials. I already have my credentials set, so I told you watch our previous videos to learn how to set the credentials. So the resource will be the message and the operation will be get many, or we have some other options, but here the get many makes more sense. If you click on return all, then it will return all the latest unread emails, but we can set a limit for this. Let's say just one for our automation. And if you click on simplify, I'll show you. If you click on execute, so as you can see, we got the simplified version of the latest unread email. If we turn off the simplify, then we'll get all the details regarding to our email. So sometimes this makes more sense when we are doing some kind of automations, but for now let's keep it like this, and we don't have to do anything with these filters and options. So now our email trigger is ready. Okay, now we have to filter our email, whether it is a promotion email, collaboration email, or it's a regular email. So we have to add if node. Let's click on if node. So here what we'll do is, if our subject has a keyword, let's say collaboration or paid collaboration, so if you have something like this, then it goes to the true field. If it doesn't have anything like that, then it goes to the false field and the automation stops right there. So let's say, let's make it as expression and let's grab our subject. Search for subject and grab it here. So now the value will be collaboration. Let's change it to contains. So if our subject contains a keyword collaboration, then it goes to true field. Let's execute. As you can see, our subject doesn't have anything like collaboration, so it went to the false field. If we change it to something like live, in this case we have live, so now it went to the true field. So this is how the condition works. So we can also convert this into lowercase to keep it simple, to lowercase. So just you have to, and then it will convert the subject into lowercase. And now when you can give your values in lowercase letter, then it will automatically fetch the keyword in the subject. For now we are filtering the collaboration request, so let's go with collaboration. But we don't have any latest email with that keyword, so we'll try to send a dummy collaboration email, then we'll figure out what to do. Okay, now if our subject has a keyword which we need, then it goes to the true field. So now we have to add a summarizer node to summarize the emails. Let's add OpenAI message a model. So here you have to set your credentials, OpenAI credentials. Setting up OpenAI credentials is simple. It's not that complicated. Let me show you. Just click on create credentials, open docs. You have to create an OpenAI account. This is not your ChatGPT account. This is platform.openai. So you have to just sign in with your email. So here you can create different types of projects, or you can set as default project, and you have to go to settings. You have to click on API keys. So here, as you can see, I already have different kinds of API keys for different other projects. Just you have to create new secret key. You have to name your secret key, and you have to add to the project and click on create secret key. So it will give a key which looks like this, and you have to copy that. After copying that API key, you have to come to N8N and paste it over here and click on save. So you will be good. So one more thing is to use OpenAI nodes and OpenAI chat models. So you have to add at least minimum $5 to your account. So $5 is more than enough for your practice until and unless you generate images or doing complex stuff, then your credits will be almost sufficient for your regular workflows. As long as you use less models, like lower models, then you will be good for your practice. So you can go through the documentation of OpenAI, then you will come to know the pricings and everything about all the models. But GPT-4o and GPT-4o mini will be the cheapest and the best ones. Okay, now I already set my credentials, OpenAI credentials, and the resource will be the text, and operation is message a model. You have to select a model. Let's select GPT-4o mini for now. And now we have to prompt the model. Here in N8N, the OpenAI node has two kinds of prompts. One will be the user prompt and the other will be system prompt. So the user prompt is nothing but this is the text or question you send to an AI model. So basically, let's say if we ask it to summarize the email or reply to this message, so this will be the user prompt. The system prompt is we will ask AI, like we'll tell AI to how to behave. We'll give the hidden guidance. Let's say you are a polite assistant and you have to summarize the incoming email into bullet points. So now we are telling AI model how to behave. You have to behave like a polite assistant and you have to summarize the email. So we are giving it a task and telling it how to behave. So this is the difference between the user and system prompt. Sometimes we'll use both, sometimes we'll use only user or system prompt. So it depends on the workflow and the automation we are doing. But for now, we'll use both of them. Let me paste my prompts here. Okay, my prompts are ready. So I'll give you these prompts in the description. If you want, you can check the description. So let me make it big. So the user prompt is something like this. Summarize this email in 2-3 short bullet points. Focus on key purpose of the message, especially if it's a collaboration, brand promotion or important update. So this is nothing but the email content. So we are giving the subject and the email body. So now the system prompt is something like this. We are saying it, you are a professional assistant specialized in summarizing business emails for a content creator. Your goal is to extract only the most relevant and useful information from the email and format it clearly and concisely. Respond only in short bullet points. Ignore signatures, disclaimers and unnecessary greetings. So this will be the system prompt. And you can simplify the output or you can turn off it. If you turn on simplify output, then it will give the shorter version of our summary. Okay, one more thing I forgot to tell you. Here, as you can see, we gave the subject and the email body in JSON format. So here the subject is something we'll receive in the email. You have to drag the correct fields. So as you can see, so you have to drag this here. So now, yeah, if you remember, we don't have it in our true field, so that's why it's showing as gray. But if it is true and if you drag the subject, then you'll get green. So this text is nothing but the email body text. Yeah, this is the email body. Just we are giving subject and email body to summarize it. So make sure you drag the correct fields into the expression. Okay, now we are done with the summary. We can directly add our Telegram node here and send the summary. But what we want to do is, we need all the details from the mail, like the name, the sender email, and also date and time received, along with the Gmail link, which we can easily click on that and reply if we want to. So for that, along with the summary, we have to use the Gmail information. Now to do that, we have to add a merge node. So what this does is, it gets the two inputs and will send as a single input. So we'll connect the summary into one input and also we'll connect this Gmail to the merge node. Now it will get these two inputs and converts as a single output. Now we'll generate a final message. Let's say set. We can add a field here. So here we have to add the name and the value. Let me paste the value. Okay, now let's say it's a final message and the value will be something like this. So here what we are doing is, this is a code which I got from a ChatGPT. So this is from the value which will be the name and the address, the email address of the sender, and this is the received date and time, all the time zone and everything, and finally we have the subject and the summary of the email body, and lastly we also have a link for the Gmail. So this thing is gray because, as I already told you, the output is not successfully generated with the previous nodes. We have to send a email. So let me send an email first. I'll send a dummy collaboration email to that email and then we'll go ahead. Okay, now I sent a sample collaboration email to pass through the true field. Let's execute the workflow. So as you can see, it went through the true field and went to the summarizer node and it merged the input and we got the final message. Let's go to the final message. So let's make this big. So here there is red because, okay, here we are not getting the summary because we forgot to set it as combine. So here we have to change it to combine mode, which merge matching items together. So which merges the two outputs and together and sends to the output. So we forgot to do that. And now the matching fields will be the position. Combine items based on their order. So based on their order, it combines. Now we have to execute the output. So here now we are good. So let's execute this final message and we are getting the final message. So what we have to do is we have to add Telegram node, send a message, and as you can see, you have to get the chat ID. When you set the Telegram node, you have to get the chat ID. I already told you the process while creating the Telegram credentials. Go watch that video and then you'll be good. So now I'll give my chat ID and the text will be the final message, and you have to turn off this append N8N attribution, or else you will get message sent by N8N or something like this. So you have to, we don't want that, so we have to turn off that. Now if we execute this, the message was successfully sent to our pod. As you can see, we got our message with the summary. It says it gave the sender name, receiver, and also everything, subject and summary, proposal for collaboration for SK agents and recipient. So we got everything, and if we click on this, it directly opens the Gmail, and if you want, we can reply. So this is our final automation. So don't worry about this code. I'll give you the code in the description. Just you can copy paste and map the fields according to that. Okay, now we are done with our automation. Let's tidy up this and save the workflow. And if you turn this on, then our workflow will automatically run every day at 8 AM in the morning and fetches for the latest 100 emails, and if there is a collaboration email, then it summarizes and sends to the Telegram. Or else if you want to check your inbox at a particular time, then you can come to N8N and click on execute workflow. So then it fetches all the 100 emails at that particular time and gives you the summaries. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, like and share it with your friends, and if you don't want to miss our future automations, please subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.